So I'm Paul Regan. I work with Healthwatch Hertfordshire, and on today's co-production board, the first thing we spoke about was a trip that some of our members took to Thurrock to see how they do housing and support there. It was really interesting to me, the different approach they take, the very kind of integrated ways they do things, and I found those differences and where we can replicate to be really, really useful for the conversation that we had around that. The differences and the way it could possibly lead to integration the way we would do it here was really interesting. I'm not sure we've made any kind of solid decisions or had any solid plans moving forward, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. After that, we found out about the Connected to Work scheme that's happening in Hertfordshire. Now, this was probably the thing I got most excited about. The plan is to have a kind of a food van that would go around different businesses, but it would employ and train people looking to get into work. For me, this was really important. I've heard about these schemes, they've been happening for as long as I know, but the best bit was we've hooked up with hotels around the county and got a promise from them that once people are trained up, there's a chance for opportunity there. And that's what it is. It's not just equipping people with the skills and then setting them adrift. It's equipping them with the skills and giving them the chance to prove that they can make their way in the working world, and that's going to be fantastic, I think. So that was, for me, the really exciting moment. The main part we had within today's meeting was looking at how we design, facilitate and produce living for older people. There's a whole range, so you've got assisted living, care homes that we're more used to, but the important thing was we're getting away from those very fussy, Victorian-esque, narrow corridors that you sit in your room, if you're lucky you go into the TV room approach. We saw a video of some really exciting and dynamic designs that the people who lived there seemed to really, really love. But not just that, they were looking at getting the outside community in. So it's not just creating a group within an existing place, it's integration. And the conversation we had at the meeting was about the ways that we can get maybe not just even the users, but everybody involved about how these could be created and move forward. So watch this space, that's going to be brilliant. And then the final thing was talking about recruiting individuals to get on the board. Now, this is something you really want to look into. If you want to have a say, if you're a service user and you want to have your voice heard at a really high level, do apply when it goes out. Really, I can't stress how great it is to have a co-production board that's so active within the county. When I talk to other people around the country about the way they work, they haven't got stuff like this a lot of the time. So this really is your opportunity to make sure that the people you know, your friends, your neighbours, your family, have a chance to influence and have a real voice on where our money is being spent, basically.